Hey guys, thanks for joining me, and if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. Welcome to Sharp Heads. Got an unboxing for you. I recently did my 6 month review of what the best four knives the best budget knives of the first half of the year. Those, in my estimation, were the Pyrite, the Sencut, the Echo, and the Quibbit. And then people sent me a couple other suggestions, and they're now coming in now that I've ordered them and they've come in. It's the Sencut Slashkin. So someone said you should really check this out. It's definitely somewhere in this range for this year. Trying to keep up with the budget knives this year. Thank you so much for suggesting it to me. Someone just had me open up this Migurin, and I forget the name of it. It's flashing right here right now, and I love this. So check out my unboxing video of this because this is an incredible piece. Yeah, let's open this up and see if it compares to any of these other 5 budget knives. So Sencut is owned by the same people who Artisan Cutlery. No, sorry. Civivi and Sencut. Right now, my favorite budget knife of the year with that last video I did was this, although this might edge it out, I don't know, and things might change by the end of the year. But the Sencut is currently the runner, or the current leader for the year in my estimation is the Sencut Serene. Let's check this out. So Slashkin G10, I got the black G10. It's got a little extra oil on here. I'm just gonna rub that off real fast. I can tell you right now, I like the G10. It is very well rounded, very well beveled, and it's got compound bevels. By that I mean it's more of a bevel here where you grip. It's peel ply, so it's got some nice texture there. It's got the Sencut clip, which isn't great, but it's not bad either. And the screws at least are not flush or are flush with the bent wire clip. It's got 2 standoffs, and then it's just got this little pull here for your lanyard loop. That's fine, that's great. And then it's got a reversible pocket clip here. It's a flipper and a thumb stud. So same as the Serene as far as that's concerned. I wonder what kind of metal it is. Let's check this out. Oof. Oh, look at that. Hollow grind. That I remember now looking at this and thinking, but it's kind of like the Serene. But then I realized, Jesus, this thing is hollow grind. And I bet it's super freaking sharp. I bet that this is it's D2. It says right here, D2. So I don't have a problem with well-treated D2 in a budget knife. That is absolutely fine. Let's check out the action some more. This seems extraordinarily slicey. Seems very sharp. I know the Serene was very sharp. I haven't gotten a Sencut knife that hasn't been very sharp. Finish on this is great. This is not a button lock. What is this? This is this is a liner lock. Let's check out the action. Finger flicks easily. You've got texturing on the inside of your liner lock, very nicely beveled in here. The access to it is fine. I think maybe somebody with really chunky hands might have a problem, but for me, it's fine. I like it. And I like this added little texture in here because my fingernail just gets in there and pushes it over real nicely. And the action, it's drop shutty, but not like super drop shutty. I think that will improve once I've flicked it open a lot more. The flicker tab is getting in the way when I open it up, like right there. If I open it up at the tip, it's now gotten in the way. Do you see it's pushing against my thumb when I open it up at the end of the liner lock? So that is a little awkward, honestly. The action is great. The blade shape is really cool. I like this swedge up here. Texturing on top of this blade is good. So that's awkward. So when I push in right here, I'm now hitting my thumb and I can't close it. So I have to actually open it farther down on the liner lock right here. I don't think it's a deal breaker, and I think this is a great knife, and I'm sure that the price is awesome. The price will have already flashed up earlier in this video. But this is a good knife. That is definitely awkward. So with the button lock, that doesn't happen with the Serene because, it's got the same flipper tab shape, but with the button lock, it's just going to close, right? And let's compare the profiles. Yeah, almost the exact same flipper tab between these two. Action is really good on the flipper. You just have to remember to open the liner farther down. So maybe I'm making too big of a deal of it. I'll probably, if I was carrying it, I would remember and easily get that closed. Let's try the thumb. Perfect. Let's try the finger. Yeah. Cool. Let's compare this to some other things. So this looks like a full-bodied boy, and I like that. Like a lot of budget knives are on the smaller side. Quibbit, substantially bigger than the Quibbit. Pyrite, substantially bigger than the Pyrite. And the Echo, substantially bigger than the Echo in all dimensions. The only one that really compares to it is the Sencut Serene. And the Serene actually has a longer area of blade, although I think the blade itself is a little longer. But you'll see here, this has a choke up point, a really nice further up choke up point. Nice jimping here on top. Squeezing it in tight. Ergos are good, they're fine. Hold it back here. But this has got a really nice choke up point. Really, really like the fact that this is hollow grind. Hollow grind, of course, is when they've scooped the metal out a little bit, making it really thin behind the edge. That geometry will mean that even when your knife starts to become dull, it'll still cut very well, just based on the geometry. Kind of like a good kitchen knife will still cut really well, just based on the geometry that you have. Just getting a piece of paper here to test the sharpness of this. Well, yeah, and it's going to scroll cut. Super nice. Yeah, very nice. Might be a little bit sharper, and maybe it's just the geometry of this Magurin. Very cool. Well, thank you so much to whoever suggested this to me. The steel is just, good old D2, and hopefully it's heat treated right. Given that it's Sencut, I trust that it is. But thank you so much. This is definitely worthy of being in the group with the rest of my budget knives for the year. So that is very cool. If you liked what you saw today, I'd really appreciate if you liked and subscribe. You can also become a channel member. There's links down below in the description for this guy and for all these budget knives. Maybe I'll just put them all in there. And you can follow me at Sharp Ends. You can become a Patreon member, or you can become a channel member here on YouTube. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye now.